Okay, guys. I want you guys to kind of see what the typical day is like in our industry. And you guys, you've seen this before. You've dealt with this before. If it's not this problem, it's a million other problems. Sorry, they're riding motorcycles up and down the road. Um, so I went to go set up my little tiki slide from HEC. Not a big slide at all. A great slide, perfect for the little kids, the whole 9 yards. And I'm going to do this solo because it's not a big slide. It's not a big problem. I get to the house and met the guy that was renting from me. Super nice. Everything is great. He shows me where it is. I can drive right up to it. I've got it on the back of my truck here, and I toss it off and I start setting it up. He was doing a couple little things, and I went to go and finish getting it all set up, staked down and ready to go, get the hoses hooked up and everything. And as I was putting the last stake in, I hit it. I hit the water line. And of course, here comes the the fountain in the middle of the yard. So guys, listen, this is the part that I want to stress to you. Don't get excited. Listen, this kind of thing happens, and if you get excited, the customer is going to get excited. Now, my customer was absolutely amazing. He owned a farm, and once I told him about it, I asked him to cut the water off and we'll figure out how to fix it and everything. He's like, look, I got irrigation all over this farm. We can get this knocked out. It's not a problem. And in fact, he had all the parts and pieces that we needed to fix it. So cuts the water off. We dig the hole. And the first thing that I noticed when we dig the hole is the power lines inside. Now, these are lines that go to well. And if you're in a rural area, this is the kind of things that you're going to be faced with, because the well has to run off power. And generally what they do is when they run the water line, since they've already dug a trench, they just drop the power line in there as well. So when you're digging these things up, you got to be very, very careful, because you can hit that live power line. And wells use quite a bit of power, so it's not like it's something small. It could bite you, and also cause tons of other problems. But we were very, very lucky in that I started digging it out and just happened to dig around it before we got too deep, and I was able to find it, and we pulled it out. So dug everything out and started working on it, got it all cleared out, cut the pipe out. The sleeves that we used, they sell that at all the big box stores, all the Home Depots and Lowe's and everything like that. These are the absolute best to use. They slip right onto it, and they extend so that you don't have to be exact with the size of the pipe. So when you're trying to figure out how to get the pipe in there, these just extend and absolutely just fit perfectly. And you glue them right in there, end to end, bing, bang, boom, you're off to the races. Now, there has been some questions that I have talked to some of you guys about in the past, about whose responsibility is it to figure out where all this stuff is. And I'm going to tell you exactly what my advice is. And you guys, obviously, you run your business the way that your business functions best. I treat my customers like I wanted to be treated. Okay, so if this was my yard and they broke my water line, I would expect them to at least help fix it or do whatever we needed to do. If I didn't have the expertise and they didn't have the expertise, then hire a plumber, do whatever they needed to do and get it right. Things happen. That's what we're in the business for. Believe it or not, it's not about rolling in vinyl or anything like that. It's about solving problems, and problems hop up. And again, if you're not excited about it and you reassure the customer that you're going to take care of it, then you're good. The other thing is giving yourself time. Now, I was a little bit early, and the customer actually said something about the fact that I was a little early. But I've learned that time solves a lot of problems. We were able to get the inflatable installed, break the water line, repair the water line, and still had time for them to do the party and everything. And it wasn't something that was rushed. So think about that when you're doing. It's not all about volume in this industry, because you've got to make sure that you're going to get that done right. So I was lucky in that it was, just a single rental in the middle of the week. And it was something small that I could handle. So there wasn't a lot of labor involved. There wasn't a lot of problems involved. And I had an amazing customer who, knew what he was doing. I knew a little bit of what I was doing, and we were able to work together and get the problem solved. And nobody got upset. Nobody got angry or nothing. Now, if your customer said, listen, I don't want you to fix it, I want you to call a plumber, then that's what you got to do. I had a lady one time that we plugged a blower onto her electrical, and it burned out her electrical. Not where the outlet was. It actually burned it up halfway around the house at a light switch. Well, I mean, I looked and looked and looked for that, and there was nothing I could do to fix it, because I didn't know. I had to hire an electrician to go through and find where the problem was and to fix it. And they did. It cost me $185, so I totally lost any kind of money that I made on that rental. But that particular woman has rented from me 5 times since, and she gives me good reviews, and she gives me praise to her other customers and friends and family and stuff like that. So it pays out into the end. You got to treat your customers right. And sometimes that means that you don't always make the highest dollar amount or the 100%. You've got to solve that problem, and sometimes it costs money to solve problems. So you got to do that. Anyway, hope this helps you guys. Keep on doing it. Listen, we've got a class coming up July 14th and 15th. Sorry. We got a class coming up July 14th, 15th, and it's going to have this and a gazillion other things, AI, marketing, all kind of good instructions. So if you guys are interested, sign up for it, book it up, and you guys come on down and let's learn a little bit. We're going to be there. We're going to be in Texas 2 weeks after that, and then more to come. So you guys go to bounceintobiz.com and check it out. You can go there, you can sign up, or you can see it online, or you can not, and then you're going to have problems with hitting sprinklers, and you're not going to know what to do. Sorry.